Warlock, so trying a little bit of a comp change. I mean, he's played a Warlock for a long time, so he's got a lot of experience. He's a very strong Warlock. It's going to be interesting to see what he's able to do here.
All right, so we're going to follow Zunniyaki right from the start, you know, putting out that Fear Ward on to Minpojke so that he's going to negate the first Fear. As you see the Mushroom coming down, that's actually been a big point of contention between the players when we were watching Outback, is that we were saying that they need to kill that Mushroom a lot more. It's so much healing, and the difference between a powered up Mushroom and a non-powered up Mushroom is like 50k versus like 800k. Just a massive amount of differences. We do see a Paralyze coming out right at the beginning. Dannycarey knowing that he can push up at the start without too much pressure coming out from the team.
Yeah, he actually did that just to make sure that Thugonomicsz was able to get that Warlock gateway down. He was able to get it, so that's going to be extremely helpful for them here with the positioning of the pillar and the little extra platform on Tiger's Peak.
Absolutely. Now Zunniyaki tossing down his Siphene, getting a Fear out, pushing in deep to try to get some crowd control onto Dannycarey. Dannycarey is playing leg sweep this round instead of Ring of Peace, so we'll have to see if that's going to play a difference, not being able to cast it on that Warrior constantly, as they are going to go on the Mage right now, who had to Trinket a little bit ago, but of course those Druid heals topping everyone off.
Yeah, and like you said, playing Ring of Peace makes sense, or not playing Ring of Peace makes sense when you don't have the Warrior to constantly be casting it on, but going for leg sweep instead, obviously there really isn't a much better choice at that point, but it does mean that in order to use it, he is going to have to get back in there to melee again, like we were just talking, and expose himself to potential CC chains, to potential damage. It is very dangerous to actually use that.
Yeah, it's a really strong crowd control if he can push up and get to the Druid. He can chain off of it himself or chain off of some crowd control from Novoz. As we do see the silence onto Novoz right there. He is going to get disarmed to taking that gateway. That gateway really saved him. And maybe that was the comp change choice that they needed. They know that Novoz has to stay alive. That Shamanistic Rage fades right there, but Dannycarey's looking pretty good. He does have Nimble Brew down right now.
Zunniyaki taking a whole lot of damage, and down he goes!
Yeah, wow. That's what Elemental Shamans can do. You saw that Ascendance come out and just a huge burst onto Zunniyaki.
Yeah, and so now Zunniyaki knows what it feels like to just up and die.